of people think that, I'm kind of going through something, but it's been my whole life, and they go like, well, it's a reaction to depression. He's dealt with depression his whole life. And there's no hint of depression in my life whatsoever. It is, depression only happens when you don't accept what is, and when you're playing a character, in life. So when I tried to go back and play Jim Carrey, I got depressed. And now I don't try to do that anymore. Kind of an interesting perspective on what came from losing yourself in a character, and realizing that you're a character has been playing you your whole life.
It was more like, you're supposed to say, we're important. You're supposed to say, it's all going to be all right. And you're supposed to say that, whatever you dream can come true. And you're supposed to say all those things. I do believe in manifestation, the power of that kind of stuff, but I don't believe that any of it matters. This mattering is to me a human construct, born out of a need. Just same need as you have to have deities and things like that. I believe in an energy of God, an energy of everything is divine. There's no thing that isn't divine. Everything is divine, and I'm that. I'm not the body. I'm you guys, and I'm this thing, and I'm this thing. The cameras, and it doesn't matter to me what's happening on them. Sometimes I still have the glue cut in me that wants my hair to look nice.
Right.
It's an ancient thing, There's still ego there, but I don't. I'm finding that ultimately the freedom from it is something people are hungry for. They're like, I don't need, and I go, well, great, because you never have been.
You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here, and the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. I'm saying I'm the proof that you can ask the universe for it. My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that was possible for him. And so he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant. And when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. And our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. I can tell you from experience, the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. And that's when my search for identity deepened. I wondered who I'd be without my fame. Who would I be if I said things that people didn't want to hear? Or if I defied their expectations of me? What if I showed up to the party without my Mardi Gras mask and refused to flash my breasts for a handful of beads? I'll give you a moment to wipe that image out of your mind. But you guys are so ahead of the game. You already know who you are. And that peace that we're after lies somewhere beyond personality. Your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Risk being seen in all of your glory. And as far as I can tell, it's just about letting the universe know what you want and working toward it while letting go of how it comes to pass. And when I say life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you, I really don't know if that's true. I'm just making a conscious choice to perceive challenges as something beneficial so that I can deal with them in the most productive way. You'll come up with your own style. That's part of the fun. Like many of you, I was concerned about going out into the world and doing something bigger than myself, until someone smarter than myself made me realize that there is nothing bigger than myself. You are ready and able to do beautiful things in this world. And after you walk through those doors today, You will only ever have two choices, love or fear. Choose love, and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart.